kidnapped victims across the country, saying it will not relent in denying the criminals any breathing space. The first Public Relations Officer, Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, disclosed this in a briefing on the arrest of suspected criminals on Friday, 26 January 2024 in Abuja. He said the men of the force have been tackling crimes of kidnapping and banditry, taking the war to the doorsteps of the criminals and their hideouts to restore peace and order in Nigeria. Muyiwa hinted that notable among these kidnapped victims is the one along Ogwogo-Opi Road, Enugu State, which resulted in a fire door where one of the operatives sustained bullet injuries in the crossfire that led to the rescue of 3 kidnapped victims, among others.
I was accosted a car coming from Nsuka. Personnel of PMF 76 of the Nigerian Police Force on pinned down in front of their base, led by one of the officers confronted the criminals and engaged them in a fierce gun battle, which led to the rescue of 3 kidnapped victims, while one of our operatives sustained bullet injury in the crossfire and of course is recuperating in one of our medical facilities in that state. Void of kidnapping attempt. On 7th of January 2024, armed bandits in their numbers attacked Wama village, Kofi local government of Katsina State, to kidnap the residents of the village, but was strongly repelled by men of the force who were deployed to the area by the Commissioner of Police in charge of Katsina State. And of course, in a similar case of rescue of victims, on the same 7th of January 2024, armed terrorists blocked Sheme Kankara Road by Maraba Village, Faskari local government in Kano State, and opened fire on the moving of 3 wagons with registration number JEG A34XA, and operatives comprising the police and military personnel combed the scene, engaged the hoodlums in a fierce gun battle and rescued all the passengers on halt, while one soldier who was also on transit sustained gunshot wound. And of course, he's been attended to and is doing well and recuperating.
The first Public Relations Officer also hinted that the men of the force had recorded over 17 cases of rescued victims, and most importantly, the attack by unknown gunmen on the 18-seater bus coming from Owerri to Port Harcourt, stressing that all the passengers were also rescued unhurt.
7 January 2024, at about 8 p.m., a group of armed bandits attacked Barre village in Kankara local government, Katsina State, injured 3 persons, rescued over 200 animals, and kidnapped some people. Upon receipt, police operative rushed to the scene, engaged the hoodlums in a gun battle, where 7 of them were neutralized. All the kidnapped victims were rescued unhurt, and the hoodlums were forced to release the rescued animals, and also a Bajaj motorcycle was recovered from them. Rescue of kidnapped victims on 13 January 2024 at about 17:43 hours. A distress call was received that one 18-seater bus coming from Owerri to Port Harcourt was attacked by unknown gunmen between Umuanwa Bima Road before customs checkpoint. Police operatives immediately moved to the scene and engaged the kidnappers, where 10 victims were rescued and reunited, and since been reunited with their families.
Also on the Oroka forest, ACP Olumuyiwa said operatives had neutralized the kidnappers' hideout following a tip-off of information in Benue State.
16 January 2024, at about 11:45 hours, following incredible intelligence, a team of joint operatives stormed the kidnapper hideout at Oroka forest in Benue State. The kidnappers, upon sighting the team, engaged them in a gun battle. One of the kidnappers was fatally wounded, and his AK-47 rifle, loaded with several rounds of ammunition, was recovered. 10 victims held hostage were rescued, while 2 kidnappers were arrested. 1 Yaro Maina, 20-year-old, and Ayaro Nafal, aged 23-year-old, both of Kogi State. They were both identified by the victims as associates of the kidnappers, and they frequently visited them in the forest.
He also briefed on the new trend of state kidnapping, thus urging the public to report any case of kidnapping to the police to ascertain the authenticity to avoid dashing out ransom for rescue.